which environment you find yourself better? I mean, big event like this or smaller venues?
I think it's important to do both. You know, I love the clubs. I love the intimacy of being in front of, 500 to 1,000 people in a small dark room, great sound system. But I think it's also important to play to thousands of people as well, because there's people that would come to this event that may not come to the club event that I'm doing, or they may be there to hear one of the other DJs, and they hear me play and go, "Oh, I actually like what John was playing. I wasn't expecting him to sound that way." And then you're getting someone else into your music, which is important. So I think, from a DJ point of view, it keeps you on your toes. You're like, 1 minute you're playing to thousands, next minute you're playing to 500 to 1,000. So it's good for your actual DJing abilities as well. Makes you play differently.
Tell me, how long do you think you're gonna go for it?
Well, there's kind of two answers to that, really. Firstly, if you enjoy something, I love DJing. I've always, it's all I wanted to do ever since about the age of 10 or 11. That's all I wanted to do, is be a DJ. So I'm living my dream. I'm doing something which gives me a hell of a lot of enjoyment every weekend. During the week I run a record label, got a radio show, I produce, make music. So my whole life, 24 hours a day, is immersed in music. So I'm blessed, I'm very lucky to do what I do. So for me, I'd like to DJ as long as I can. Not because I get paid, it's because I enjoy it, It's something I'd want to do. So, I'll keep doing it as long as I have this here. As long as my heart beats to a point that this is fantastic, I'm enjoying it. If that day comes and I don't want to do this anymore, I think I know the time would be right to stop. But I don't see that coming anytime soon. The other side is, people might not want to see me in 5 years' time, in which case I don't have a choice. But hopefully that will never come. People will always like what I do because I'm passionate. I think if you play from the heart and you enjoy what you do, and people see that you've thought about what you're doing and you're giving 110%, people always will support you. If people support people that they know that are trying to do 110% and play good, interesting and forward-thinking music. If I just turned up and played lame sets that are shit, people will soon lose interest. And I think people know that I'm striving all the time to push new music. I'm looking for new artists. The record label's always, turning over new artists, giving them an opportunity. And I think people see that. So they see that I'm not someone that's just, I'm in it for myself. I'm opening doors for other people as well along the way, which is, for me, in this scene, it's important to have new talent coming up as well.
Yeah, you're talking about talents and the music search, yeah? Tell me, how are you doing it?
I mean, I get sent, 30, 40, 50 records a week, a day. So I listen to as much as I can. If I hear something interesting, I ring them up. Do you want to sign to the label? And it's as simple as that. So,
yeah, just that.
Just
right?
that.
So is it, for example, if someone sends you one track, one off, yeah? No, just one single, yeah? Would you release this?
If it was good, yeah. There's two types of music in this world. It's good and bad. Nothing in the middle. You either like it or you don't. If it's good, I'll sign it. If I think, right, this is good for the label, I'll sign it. The next record they give me might be shit. But if the record's good, then I'd like to have it on the label. And, all these genres and X, Y, Z, that's stuff that journalists make up. It's good music and bad music. You can hear a drum and bass record, you think, this is great, I love it. Or I don't like it. You don't think, sure. You like it or you don't.
Yeah. Tell me, you started DJing like ages ago, right?
Yeah.
Tell me, what inspired you to do so?
I like music. It seemed like a great opportunity to share the music that I like with my friends. So when we was at school and we had parties, 14, 15, I'd be the one playing the music. Everyone else would be, trying to party, I'd be the one organising the music, even if it was 2 record players but on 2 different amps, just to change the music. It was something that interested me in a way which nothing else did, you know. And I think in this, you know, you're only on this planet once, and to discover something that you think, right, this is all I want to do. I mean, I did terrible jobs, shit jobs, just to buy records. I would work 12 hours a day, and I'd spend all my money on vinyl, just so I could go home, and the time that I wasn't working, I'd practice mixing records. That's all I did, every fucking day. And I was earning no money, and I did that for years. And the first gigs I did, I remember going to clubs and say, I'll play for nothing, just give me some beers. And it was just to get in front of those decks and play to people. And that's the best experience you can get. Now, DJ's been DJing 5 minutes, he wants €1,000.
True, that's true.
I DJed for 5 years for nothing, you know. But I wanted to, you know, I wanted to be in that environment, you know. Did shitty jobs, just enough money to live, but I was enjoying it. And if you enjoy it, you don't care. You don't care you don't have any money, because you're having a good time. I'm very lucky. I work with a great engineer and producer called Nick Muir, who I've worked with since 1991. He's an amazing keyboard player, and basically we'll go in the studio, I'll play him stuff that is, I say, right, we need to take elements of this, so we'll either create sounds, he'll create sounds, play lines, and we just get ideas going. So, and it just, we've been working together, it'll be 20 years next year. So I think if you've got a relationship with someone like that, you can kind of bounce ideas off each other. He'll come up with stuff, I'm not so sure with that, but then he'll play me something and I'll be like, yeah, that's right. Even though I'm probably like, oh no, it's not right, but then you hear it back again. So it's about compromise. I think it's good to have 2 people in the studio, because you can bounce ideas and go, is this right, is that right? Oh yeah, no. Cool. And the other thing is I get a chance to play a lot of stuff out, test it, and if it's not quite right, you go and change it. So
You're playing a lot of around the world, and tell me, which place is your favorite, like the atmosphere?
I would say Buenos Aires. Amazing.
And why is that?
Just is. Just the best crowd. Between 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people, and it's like playing to 500 people. Doink, 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 doink. From start to finish. 7 o'clock in the morning. It's like they've just walked in. I don't know if it's because they're close to Colombia or what, but it's a very energetic crowd.
What can we expect from you musically?
Up and coming, I've got a new release called Structures, which is coming out on the label. It's a double CD, which features new and unreleased remixes and tracks, all bedrock artists. And then there's a DVD which has got a documentary of me filmed in South America, plus a live mix from the Vagabond in Miami at this year's Winter Music Conference. So.